This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IP Livecast. Darren is having a colonoscopy tomorrow and needs to flush all the poop out of his body. Which, really, if you think about it, is just a metaphor for 15 years of this show. The RIP Livecast metaphorical and literal poop flush starts now.
Flush. Yeah. Well, hopefully you're flushed out, Darren.
It's very apropos. No, the process of flushing has just started. You just saw me in
we have just begun.
the pre-show take my first swig out of my bottle.
Oh.
There it is. Nice.
Let's see the bottle, baby. Oh, it's a big bottle.
Did you dilute with water or with iced tea or
Water, but they gave me a little lemon packet, which tastes nothing like lemon. So.
That's just more laxative.
Well, I should say, if I want to be totally accurate, it tastes vaguely like it tastes like an alien's interpretation of what lemon would taste like.
Oh my God.
Do you have any restrictions? Are you not supposed to eat or drink anything else?
You can't drink anything. He allowed me to drink Ensure. I had one Ensure because you pass out without any kind of protein. I would anyway. I'm not good at fasting, but other than that, you can't eat anything solid. You can't eat anything with a color. You can't eat anything red because any red dye will interfere with looking for the polyps and other stuff in there. You can't eat fruits, anything with seeds. You can't have a sesame bagel the day before, even because
I was told a week before you can't have stuff with seeds.
Right, seeds. Right, you're absolutely right.
God.
I misspoke. It's 5 days. 5 days for seeds, 5 days for popcorn, which I broke. I didn't, but nobody told me that. I read it on the internet. The doctor's instructions didn't even go back beyond 2 days.
So maybe it's just if in a perfect world it's 5 days, but really it's not that huge of a deal.
Right,
so
right. They're giving you the best plan.
Mm-hmm.
They can still do it,
yeah.
But you really can't eat the stuff with the dye. That's how you loot. You can't. The things get hidden that they're looking for.
Do they think it's blood? Does it come up as blood when they're down there, or
I don't think it comes up as blood. I think what happens is they're looking inside your ass on a screen, and so it's not perfect definition, and it's hot. Everything in there is red and pink, So if you introduce more red and pink stuff and purple stuff into there, it makes everything very hard to be distinct from each other.
Yeah.
Welcome to the colonoscopy cast here.
It's important. Hey, we, our audience skews young, but there are people of age.
They're growing old with us.
We're the ghosts of Christmas future for these people.
It's true. We're them if they never grew up. And still talked about poop all the time.
Well,
it's RIP Livecast, baby. We're live a little early this week, Friday night, because as mentioned, Darren has a medical procedure.
Yes.
Tomorrow. So having his colonoscopy. And typically we're live Saturday mornings around 11 a.m. Eastern time at riplivecast.com. We stream for free on YouTube and Twitch. And of course, you could always download our archives after, video and audio, wherever fine podcasts are downloadable.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a little more, you can always hit up our Patreon, patreon.com/riplivecast. Get 2 bonus episodes a month for only $5 a month. And you help support the show. Thank you.
Did you pop some lewds before the show? You just seem very subdued.
Well, his bedtime is rapidly approaching.
Oh, that's true.
Also, I did just have a late lunch. I had a very nice savory ramen.
Oh.
And a ikura hand roll.
Ooh.
I had a nice gourmet ramen last night because I'm trying not to eat too heavy of a food, before I do this. But by the way, I want to clarify that was not meant to be judgmental. I'm envious of you. I want to be in that state you're in.
Well, I felt no judgment. And also, I was going to say I did take a bong rip before we started the show. In full disclosure, I don't want to lie to the audience. Well, I guess during the typical show hours. I mean, I'm probably baked as well, but I haven't had a whole day worth of smoking beforehand. I've only had a few hours in the morning. So
well, I mean, typical show hours have only been typical for a brief time. We more often than not in our history, we have done the show at this time or later.
Sure, that's true.
It's true.
I also want to say, speaking of our Patreon, on which we just watched a Rob Schneider movie, drinking this jug of solution is a lot like watching a Rob Schneider
Oh,
movie.
no.
Like you drink and drink and drink. You just saw me chug that thing. And then you look at the water line and it's barely moved. That's how we were checking the progress of the Rob Schneider video.
And also, much like the Rob Schneider movie, this is all about butt stuff.
That's so true.
So,
So
could you
true.
dilute? You said you could dilute it with water, though, right?
No,
Well, yeah, you
it's
have
meant
to.
to be. It's meant to be. It's just
Okay.
a powder. So you
I
fill
see.
this entire jug with water, and then if optionally you can use Gatorade or some Powerade or some kind of drink, and then they give you a lemon packet, like I said. But that's really it. And you just got to chug the whole thing.
Maybe every time we get a comment, Darren, you have to do a little chug.
Oh.
I'm fine. I mean, I have to do it
would
anyway.
It would encourage you to do it.
I don't feel any rumblings yet. But anyway, in case anyone doesn't know, the purpose of this solution is to make you shit relentlessly. And it works. But Sid, you said it happened immediately. I remember when I did this the first 2 times, there was some kind of a delay. It was like at least 2 hours before. I might have had to take a little shit, but it did. The great flood didn't come until 2 hours. So I'm hoping to get through the show without getting up.
Stuff tends to go right through me
That's fair.
in general. But yeah, for me, it was maybe an hour before it started working.
Oh, okay. Even then, we might get to the end of the show if it was an hour.
It's like it's edge of your seat situation here. Will he or won't he?
Literally, yeah.
I hope I get off the seat before I start crapping myself.
Yeah.
There was I'm joking, but there were some close calls the last time where my bathroom is literally on the other side of the wall I'm looking at right now.
Mhm.
So if I get up, it takes me like 15 seconds probably to get to the bathroom.
Did you have to do a Kool-Aid Man situation?
Oh yeah. No, not quite. But there were a couple of close calls where the shit came out just as my underwear was being pulled down. Yeah. So
well, what I would say is, I sent the link in our private chat. You should take your phone with you and then load the link from your phone so that you could broadcast from your bathroom so we could get a full coverage, both literally and,
it'd be like war reporting from
Yes.
Iraq.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? That was the big star from Iraq.
Kent.
Oh, right. Jonathan Kent yeah, you're right. Kent is the operative word there.
They called him the Arthur Kent, the Scud.
Right.
Canadian. He was Canadian. I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Because he was like a handsome man, I guess. I don't know. He looked like a regular anchor to me, but
Dusty Rose Muffler with a comment, which means that's a chug, Darren. Are they going to wear the gape gloves before the procedure?
Before I chug, what's a gape glove?
Yeah, what is a gape glove? I'm not quite...
Is it not just like a rubber glove? Because they're going to be wearing... I would hope they're wearing some sort of gloves.
Yeah.
Well, they're professionals.
I will be blissfully unaware of what anyone is wearing because I'll be on Demerol. So I'll be out like a light. They could be wearing full S&M gear and a gimp suit for all I know. I do not give a shit. Just do what you got to do and wake me up.
It's the most impressive thing. I've had a few of these recently, and it's the most impressive thing because they lay you down on the thing, and they're like, all right, count backwards from 10. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to be knocked out that quick. That's ridiculous. And then I go 10, 9, and then all of a sudden I'm awake in a different room, and it's over. I'm just like, wait, what?
That's the weirdest part of it. And I think I've spoken of this on the show, but not only do you go out, like, when you take an afternoon nap and you pass out and you wake up and you feel, although you may not remember what you dreamed or anything at all, you feel as though the passage of time has occurred. This is literally like boop, boop. Like you feel like 1 second has passed.
Yeah.
And it's quite literally like 3 hours have passed. It's the weirdest sensation.
Yeah.
Rob, have you ever had not a colonoscopy, but that drug?
I've not had that drug. But
I know it's not done recreationally, I don't think, but maybe some procedure.
No, I've never experienced that, but I'm curious. That sounds fun.
It's like, but I feel like it's sort of contravenes the idea of doing drugs. Like the experience is fully gone. It doesn't exist. But I've been told Ambien is like that somewhat. Like you do it and you do lots of crazy things and then you don't remember any of it and it feels like nothing has happened. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but I've been told Ambien is like missing time. Doesn't seem pleasant.
That makes sense. The one time I did it, it was not something I needed to repeat. I didn't like how out of control it was for sure. But I was just in bed. I was just laying in bed.
I had Demerol also when I got circumcised. It was the same thing. Down, up. In fact, I had a funny interaction with the doctor when I got circumcised because I was on a bed and they put me out. They did their thing, snip, snip, woke up. And I'm sitting up in the bed when I finally woke up. And I said to the doctor, how long before we go in the procedure? It's like, you're done. You're going home. We're just waiting for your mother to pick you up. I said, oh, okay. I was shocked. Like I thought he was pulling my leg. Like, oh, no, you're going in now. I mean, you're done. You're going home. And no, just kidding. You're going in now. But nope, I was done.
And you didn't feel any pain or anything from the?
I think how I would. You mean like after being snipped?
Yes, when you woke up. Yeah.
No, it didn't hit me until because it's not intense pain. It doesn't it's like itching. And it didn't hit me probably until 6 hours or 8 hours later. And then it was just annoying. People are terrified of getting circumcised, and I don't recommend it, but not for the pain. The pain wasn't bad. I don't recommend getting circumcised in general, but the pain is overrated. The way people talk about it, it's not bad. It's not a pleasant feeling. It just feels like every now and then you get a really bad itch, but it's under your skin, and you can't really scratch it. And plus, your cock is under a bandage. But it's not intense pain, like throbbing pain constantly. It was a little uncomfortable when I would get a boner, so I tried to limit that.
That's pulling the skin even tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm an extreme grower, so I have basically a tiny cock when it's soft. So
and that is definitely the episode title, by the way.
Extreme grower.
Grower is one. There's no way anything is topping that.
I have a fairly normal sized cock when it's hard, but really nothing when it's soft. So
I'm the same.
It's okay. You don't have to convince us.
I'm trying to explain the situation of why there's a lot of pulling with the circumcision.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I mentioned this when it happened a few months ago, but my weirdest anesthetic experience was the last colonoscopy I had to have. It was, I think, in springtime of 23. And so I go in the morning. I take the day off work for this. Take a sick day. Go in. They do all the stuff. They put the needle in my arm. They tie me up to the IV. They haven't started the drip yet. They've got me on the gurney in the room. And right before, the doctor turns to me, he's like, oh, this is going to be pretty quick. So we don't need to do the anesthetic if you don't want to. You could be awake for this. It's going to be only a few minutes. I've already got the fucking needle in my arm when he tells me that. Shouldn't you have told me this when I first came in? At that point, I was like, nah, fuck it. I could use a nap. I've taken the day off. You got the vein. You tapped me already. You might as well fucking finish the job. What a weird time to ask me that.
Doctors are weird.
Was this Coney Island Hospital, by the way?
No,
I got to tell you, that sounds like straight out of Coney Island Hospital, because have I ever told this story? I was dating a girl, and she had to have something done. And I went to go visit her, and they're testing her, and they're doing all this stuff. And this Russian woman doctor comes in, and she starts getting the needle out with no gloves on, just no gloves, no blithely taking the needle. She's tapping the arm. My girlfriend's looking at me like this, and I'm like, but she's very non-confrontational, so I basically had to say something. And I said, "You're going to put some gloves on?" It's like, oh, it is no gloves on this floor. She says,
Jesus Christ.
And I said, can you go to the floor where the gloves are and get some fucking gloves?
Or tell me where it is. I'll go. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
How do you have the balls to say that? Make up an excuse and lie to me at least. I've noticed lately I've seen a lot of doctors not using gloves for blood tests, and what they usually say is, oh, that's for me. That protects me. If I don't want to wear the gloves, I'm the one at risk. I've gotten that so many times, and I insist they put the fucking gloves on, because that's horse shit. It may be more dangerous for them, granted, because they're handling my blood, but that doesn't mean something can't go inside too.
Yeah, that's
It's ridiculous.
Just puts
And-
everybody at ease when you're taking all the available.
Seems like a common courtesy, yeah.
Yeah, even if I'm being so irrational, just fucking indulge me. It takes 3
Yeah.
seconds, you know. And I don't think
Jander
that's irrational
says
either. Oh,
that he had a colonoscopy at age 13, and he brought his PlayStation into the bathroom and hooked it up to a PC monitor, implying that he spent a lot of time in the bathroom. Good luck getting through the show, and Godspeed.
I am
And
going to be doing that.
Snowberry Salad says, "Good afternoon, gang." So that's a double chug.
Your name is food, which is making me very angry right now.
No.
I didn't even really eat too much yesterday, so I'm starving right now.
Well, you should treat yourself to a nice meal after the oscopy.
You're gonna
as the
want a
kids say.
nap when you get home, but then once you're finally awake for the day, you're gonna eat a fucking horse.
My original goal was to go to Keen's with my friend whose birthday is
Ooh,
actually
a fancy
yesterday.
steakhouse.
Yeah, fancy steakhouse. My friend's birthday was yesterday. But I decided not to do that on my first day back from. I could be weak, you know. I could rather not do it that day. But that would be ideally what I want to stuff my face with.
Oh, a succulent Chinese meal, Dusty Rhodes Muffler suggests.
Yeah.
Chug.
Wub Frub's back, this time talking about worm rot.
We agree.
Which is, I guess, is banned.
Dope. But do they break up? Oh no, they have a new singer now. Yeah.
It's hard to chug this thing because it's like it looks like water, but it's got a slightly milky consistency to it.
It's gross. It's not pleasant. Even if you dilute it with something stronger than water, it's still not pleasant. Like
vodka.
I think last time I used Powerade, like you mentioned, and like now I would never want to drink Powerade in any other context because it'll just remind me of that.
Right, you associate it with the
Yeah.
It's whatever the powder is makes it slightly thick, but not like really thick, but just enough to be like make it uncomfortable.
Exactly. Yeah. But so far, you seem to be okay.
You're bringing me through it. I really appreciate it. Here's how much I've gotten through, by the way, with those chugs. It's not much.
All right, I don't know. I think you're
that's
making
all
some
of
headway.
it. That's all of it that you have to drink.
This is all that I have to drink. But
do you have to drink any tomorrow morning or no?
No, I've. It says that you're supposed to do that, but the doctor said if you chug it the previous night, it's fine.
Okay.
They said to say the instructions say to save 25% of it for the morning. I'd rather not do that. I'm afraid I'm going to shit on the way there.
Because you have to get up that much earlier in the morning to do that whole process.
And I got to also go all the way to Manhattan and may shit myself. So.
It's in Manhattan? God damn.
Yeah. It's on Park Avenue.
Oh,
very fancy.
Whoa. Before earlier today, I was at my local market, and I was just online, and there was what I believe to be a mom with her son online in front of me, and
chugging a colonoscopy drink.
Not chugging a colonoscopy
making
drink,
out
but,
open mouth.
And the line was kind of in one of the aisles, and the aisle was by a Entenmann's stand.
Oh.
And so the kid, likely with ADD, distracted, just as like, ooh, Entenmann loaf cakes. And she goes, that slaps, as the kids say, to a literal kid.
Wait.
And,
Hold on. First question before you go any
those
further.
slap.
Why
like
would the kid need to have ADD to be distracted by delicious Entenmann's cake? What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, sure.
That's
not the point of the story. That's not the point of the story.
But that was a weird aside.
How
old was the kid, would you say?
Like 10.
Okay.
Let's say 10 years old. And that slaps, as the kids say. And the kid gives her like the most like, what? You've never heard that phrase? She says, yeah, they say that. And I was like, oh, I had such second-hand cringe.
That 10 is probably young enough that the kid might literally not know that phrase and might not just be disgusted by his mom yet. Like if it was like 14, then the kid would have just like run out of the fucking store.
He definitely wasn't disgusted by his mom, because prior to this moment, they were conversing about if he wanted to go with his friends to summer camp and take the bus, or if he wanted his parents to drive him, and he insisted that his parents drive him.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Okay.
Which is just another, paints a picture of the demographic of the people of the parents and families in my neighborhood with the type of conversations that are going on.
Snowberry Salad says Little Debbie is better than Entenmann's. I don't know if I agree. That's a tough one for me.
Hot take. I'm not a huge fan of Entenmann's.
I don't think I'm not like, they're all right. I don't like
But it's
the
the same
muffin,
for Little
those,
Debbie
like,
for me. They're both good. I don't know that.
yeah.
I
don't
can
know.
really
It's,
pick
yeah.
I would put
Honestly,
Little
I would
Debbie's
pick
over
neither.
Entenmann's though. I've just had many of the Entenmann's varieties are not good at all, and then there's a few that I really like Louisiana Crumb Cake. Big fan of that, but I'm just not a
That
big
was Rob's
fan.
nickname in college. Entenmann's, I like the chocolate chip cookies. The soft chocolate chip cookies are very nice. Really,
Okay.
Rob? You're not into it?
I'm not into them.
I think
prefer,
they're
like, the
fine.
Tates.
It's not like Tates.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't if someone had them out at a party, I would certainly have a few, but I'm not. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy them.
Okay.
When it comes to cookies of that kind, like chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal, I like the harder kind of cookies.
I
like them with a
usually do
snap.
too, but for some reason, those little Entenmann's ones always hit the spot.
I like their Danishes, like the.
Yeah, like
those are really-
Entenmann's just seems fresher, even though that's probably me lying to myself somehow. Little
Yeah.
Debbie seems more like packaged, processed.
Yeah,
It
I
might have
agree
been
with that.
sitting there for 8 months.
I
Entenmann's,
would say that Entenmann's probably uses better ingredients, or
I totally
less.
agree with that.
Well, so, what Little Debbie's products do you enjoy, Darren?
What are the Swiss rolls? I think are those
See,
are
they're so
Debbie,
good, but like to Sid's point, I just don't trust the establishment that is carrying them, and I just assume that they've been sitting there for 2 years. Like, if I knew they were baked within the last month, a fresh Swiss rolls were my jam as a child, because they would be like 25 cents at the bodega or the.
They're still
general
under
store.
$1, I think. Have you had a bad experience with Little Debbie where you bit into a stale Little Debbie?
Yeah, like a lot.
zebra cakes are nice. Oatmeal cream pies are nice. My favorite though, Nutty Buddies.
Oh, I don't know.
The Nutty Buddy is supreme.
The oatmeal cream. See, yeah, like the oatmeal cream pies to me. I love an oatmeal cream pie. I love any kind of cream pie, folks. But beyond that, I love the oatmeal cream pie, but I hate the Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie because, first of all, the cream is not real cream. It's just super synthetic.
and
I
the
guess that's
cookie
what it is
gets
about
way
the
too
little-
soft.
Yeah, and the cookie, and like it feels like stale or has like a weird taste. Like, I'd rather get like a fancy bakery.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what my 2 thoughts about the oatmeal cream pies by the Little Debbie establishment. The cream is synthetic for sure. Everything has a processed taste to it, but I'm okay with that when I want to fill that need. It's like eating Taco Bell for that type of cuisine. I'm not going to.
I can understand that.
So I'm fine with that. The other thing is it's too. I love them, but it's too rich. Like I can't eat 2 of those fucking things.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
It's just too sweet. NWO, too sweet. It really is though. Like if I eat 1, I'm good. I like just stop it right there. If I eat sometimes if I eat a second one, I feel like I'm on sugar overload.
That's fair.
I did like the Star Crunch also to me. That was
those are good.
There was like a year where I exclusively
Yeah.
had these. Also, I remember they were a quarter. You can get like 2 bags of chips, one of these, and like a quarter drink. Boom, $1. That's like lunch. That's lunch for the 13-year-old Rob.
Weren't they ever shaped like a star, or is that Mandela effect happening to me?
I don't remember.
I
them
always
ever
remember them
actually
circular. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember them being circular, but for some reason, like my young self is screaming out to me that used to be a star. Maybe it's before you guys were kids, though, or before you were born.
That seems like it would be way more expensive for them to mass produce.
Really, it should be a mold, wouldn't it?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
But I fully admit I could be doing a Berenstein Bears
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
You know, it's fine. I admit it.
I did also enjoy the Drake's brand. I was a big fan of the Yankee Doodle.
It's
Cupcake.
I
fine.
don't like those. Devil dogs don't like too
Eh.
chocolatey.
The
Yodels are pretty
like
good.
Those are good. I'll tell you, the best thing on this screen right now is the coffee cakes.
Those are nice.
Oh
too,
yeah,
yes.
those were good. Yeah. This is a very important conversation.
Very important to have when I can't fucking eat for the next 18 hours.
While we're talking about sweet treats, I've talked about this in the Discord, but I don't think I've said it in the show yet. We ordered a new Girl Scout cookie flavor variant this year called Adventurefuls, and we're almost done with the box. And I swear it's the best cookie I've ever had in my life. It is my new by far favorite Girl Scout cookie. I never thought anything would top Samoas, but Samoas are old school now. These are so fucking good. I can't even.
So they're indulgent brownie inspired cookies,
But they're not soft like brownies. They're
flavored
definitely crispy.
cream and a hint of sea salt.
Rob, have you ever
So
topped Samoas?
He gave him an adventureful.
Did you ever
Definitely
top
a
anyone in the
Pacific Islander,
Anawai
but
family of
I
wrestling?
don't think it's Samoan. But
You never topped anyone in the Anawai family?
no, the bloodline is clear of Rabba cream pies. I'll tell you what.
Yokozuna,
What?
as a young boy, a young man, you never had an encounter with Yoko?
No.
The funniest thing to me in wrestling, one of the funniest things, is when Yokozuna was shooting with Bret Hart, and they were chanting USA for Bret Hart, who was born in Canada, against Yokozuna, who was born in the United States. Gotta love it.
But was representing Japan.
Right, but he was sold as a Japanese guy. They said he was from Japan. It wasn't he was just representing them. He was playing someone from Japan.
On the topic of the Star Crunch, Wubfrub notes that his asshole is shaped like a star.
Really?
He also likes cream pies. He says they're his guilty pleasure. Snowberry salad, enjoys the Little Debbie peanut butter crunch
the Nutty
bars.
Buddies.
And the Nutty Buddies. Yes.
One more chug.
All right, we're helping Darren get through this.
Was that one for Wubfrub's star-shaped asshole?
Oh, it's 3 chugs because there were 3 comments he just read. I'm not only the ones Rob reads are the ones I can't do every comment.
All right, keep that in mind, Rob. If you feel like reading every comment from now on,
You can't make them up either.
No.
I mean, I'm gonna be drinking the same thing anyway,
Yeah.
so it's not like
We're helping.
yes, thank you.
We're
We're almost down below the handle of the bottle now.
Oh.
I'm
Nice.
feeling a little stirring now. Probably, I would say we've moved from DEFCON 5 to DEFCON 4.
Okay.
We're on.
All right,
we're
I
on.
like it.
Clock just
Yeah,
a little
we're still on green. We're not on yellow alert yet.
brown alert is the top one.
But the ticker is moving for sure. Well, Darren, I think I want to mention this other food-related story, but this probably won't create more of an appetite. You'll probably lose your appetite here because there's in California there is a acai bowl shop that is open. That is a MAGA acai bowl shop, and like this new, but like this trend of health freaks that are also Trump freaks, So let's see this little TikTok here.
You ready? You ready?
Freedom
3,
Bites is this place,
2,
and so
1,
they have this. Wait, let me go back. I want to read this. They have this declaration here. They want you fat, become fit. They want you sick, be healthy. They want you broke, build wealth. What? They want you silent, speak up. They want you apathetic, care. They want you stupid, learn. They want you unskilled, acquire real skills.
Okay.
They want you to hate each other, love and help each other.
Okay.
They want you to need them, take pride in not needing them. They want you to give up, never give up. Honor those that came before you and inspire those that come after you. with the life you build. It's a duty, an American duty. Darren's going to have an American duty in a minute.
It may be an un-American duty, as far as I know.
Personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion. You are 100% in control of what needs to happen to restore greatness to the country. Always have been. Andy Frisella.
They want
Is
you to
that
play
the
trumpet at the end of the day in the financial district.
Oh no!
Get a gig. Go get yourself a gig.
Is Andy Frisella the owner of the establishment?
I assume so. But it's so funny. They want you to hate each other, love and help each other, as he's basically like this you can argue is instructing you to hate people. It's instructing you to hate them.
Right, they. But the
They
they.
hate they.
It's okay to hate people if they're telling you to hate people.
Yeah.
Was that Bill Gates on the wall?
Yeah, that was Bill Gates. Let's see.
When he first walked in the place.
Yeah. Globalist.
Yeah, globalist.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Who's the communist?
Yeah, hard to see.
It
Oh,
looks like Bruce
Hillary
Campbell.
is the treasonist.
Traitor, treasonist.
Is
Biden
that
is
basically the
traitor.
same thing?
Yeah.
Who's
yeah.
the money launderer? Oh, is this Zelensky, the money launderer?
Yes, but I want.
Oh, and that
Yeah.
looks like AOC on the bottom down here.
What's her word?
I don't know,
Anarchist?
but like she has like Chinese flag, like socialist, communist flags.
Who
and
is-
stuff.
Such
yeah,
muddled.
Who is the
Communist?
communist?
Oh, communist is the California governor. What's his name?
Oh, Gavin Newsom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's communist. I wish he was.
To-
communist.
well, like to California right wingers, probably right.
It's so muddled.
Like
whenever I
in
hear-
their mind, high taxes means communism.
right. Anyone to the left of Pat Buchanan is.
Yeah,
communist.
yeah, really.
I mean, it's just it boggles the mind because it's like it's such muddled messaging. Like if I didn't know we were looking at a right winger's fucking health food store or whatever, and I didn't have these words on there, just saw pictures of these 6 people, I could find so many things to criticize all of them about, and yet they find the dumbest fucking things to say about each and every one of them. It's infuriating. The thing you find objectionable about Joe Biden is that he doesn't love America enough. I mean, he's like the fucking embodiment of America.
No, that's the eagle, Darren.
Oh, right. That's the animalification of it.
I solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
What does this have to do with acai bowls?
Yeah, he just
I
got
don't know.
inaugurated as the president of acai bowls.
Freedom to build your bowl your way, says the menu.
Wow, most places don't allow that.
Yeah. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. This is hilarious. Like, I just want an acai bowl.
So
you
intense.
know?
It's like,
Nope.
remember way back I told the story about that dentist I went to one time where everything on every wall was like Republican propaganda. That's what this is what his office was like.
Yeah, it's like they got a wheat germ gitmo in the other room for the store next door. Refugees.
Wait, what was the Trump?
that
Hold
Trump?
on.
Yeah,
In reality, they're not after me. They're after you. And that is a
No.
very unflattering.
That's
The
like-
shadows.
Yeah,
It
like
makes him
evil
look like a
look.
dog.
If you don't know the backstory and know that this guy loves Trump, you would think that Trump is the they in that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a They Live alien with the glasses on.
Exactly right. This is so strange.
It's like a bad messaging, but also combined with very bad art. It's like Kid Rock song.
And all the walls are so fucking dark.
Yeah,
It's just not good. Like, people aren't going to come. It's not inviting.
Yeah, it's not
Bad
exactly.
business practice.
Do you think someone who like just wandered in there who like is into this kind of wheat germ stuff or whatever, and they're left, or they're maybe, let's say they're a liberal.
Uh-huh.
Do you think they still get the fucking thing because it looks good, or do you think they turn and walk out?
One, I don't think any of this stuff ever looks good, even when
But
it's
they
at
like
its
it.
best. It probably
Oh, I
depends
don't
on
know.
the price.
Yeah, I can't
Like,
see
if
the
it's
prices
a good enough
here.
deal.
I'm just trying to figure out if they do enough, like do a good enough job with the content, the product.
No
That
way.
they-
Zero
yeah.
chance. Zero chance. This place will be closed within 6 months.
Because that's the thing. You, Sid and I are handicapped in this particular judgment call because we hate this shit. Like even whether it was done by someone who
Wow,
totally
this
agrees
is
with
kind
us.
of pricey.
Politics.
1776.
Well, Rob,
Regular is
it's gotta,
23.
Rob, it has to have a number that's like catchy for something. They had to, it's supposed to be $4.
Oh, I see. This is a combo. You get the bowl. You get a choice of Freedom Bites,
Which is what?
Freedom Doggy Snack. Thank God. I
if I
hate
don't
a
have a
restricted
dog?
doggy snack
Yeah.
and a Freedom Juice.
A
Oh.
doggy snack probably tastes better than whatever the fuck they're selling.
So let's see.
Did
you could
that
build it
say
your
get
own way.
fruity? That can't be.
Wait, where?
Go down a little. No, it was after this.
Oh,
Go
toppings.
down a little. Go down a little. Get fruity.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
fruity. I don't think
Get
that's
dusted.
their demographic is going to like that category.
No, they like the
So-
pun. They're big on the puns.
Now remind me, what is acai?
It's a fruit.
Is that right?
What's that?
It's a plant.
Oh, it's a berry. I'm sorry. It's a
No,
berry.
berry.
Yeah. And
Like
so,
Chuck Berry. Someone comes to your house and pisses. They drink one of these shakes and then they piss on you.
No, that's just mango juice on my lips, not urine.
Oh, then I'll kiss you.
So yeah, this is
Have
like
you ever
a-
had an acai bowl, Rob?
Yeah. I'm not really hot on acai. Like I'll get. I prefer a like either the dragon fruit base or like a mango base, something different.
And what else?
Or I really prefer a yogurt base, but then it's like a fruit salad basically, with like the acai itself is essentially, it's almost like a sorbet kind of like it's very cold, like it almost has the texture of a sorbet. So it
Even though it's a berry?
yeah, because it's like I believe it's like mushed up and then frozen.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
This
like
is
a yeah.
exactly
So
the kind of stuff
Huh?
that I can't eat because it's just like, even though it's fruit and it's healthy stuff, it's like pure sugar. And that's what sort of triggers
it is a
my-
lot of sugar. Yeah.
my overeating. Like I can't really eat that much sugar, or I'll eat sugar all week long.
I hear you.
But it looks good. That bowl that they just showed would actually look good. I'll give them credit, despite all the fucking MAGA shit.
Oh no, that was just a Google image.
Oh, that was
from
then fuck them.
Let's
that
go
was
to
from
that
there.
place.
I
instead.
thought that was from their
no. This
establishment.
is just like
Oh, okay. That looks nice.
So this isn't what town? I want to look up the Yelp page for this place. What town in California? This is in California, I'm guessing.
This is in California. It's called Freedom Bowls.
It's in Berkeley, California.
Let me see. It's a Southern California. Oh, Big Freedom Bowls in Redlands, California.
Big
Oh.
Freedom. Redlands, I think, might be Northern California.
I mean, I can't imagine it would be Southern California. There are a lot of MAGAs down there.
Probably not. Let's see if
Well-
this has a Yelp page yet.
Northern Cal, especially like the rural parts of Northern California. Well, no, it's like upstate
it's
New
like
York.
it's by San Bernardino, so it's in Southern California.
Okay.
All right, so I found the Yelp page, I think, and their Instagram.
No, I couldn't find the Yelp page. Good job, Rob.
I'm gonna hit the Freedom Bowl shortly.
I found a different one that only has. It's got 3 stars, but it's in Elsinore. Yeah.
I came here opening day and ordered the Alexander Hamilton.
Oh,
It
for
had the
fuck's
chai
sake.
seed base, and honestly, I was very impressed. I really enjoy it. Was the service slow and the staff inexperienced? Yes, but it was opening day, and I fully expected it to be that way. So no worries. This sounds like almost like our reviewer Ken P here.
Yeah.
Could you,
I,
if you look at the pictures, the lid of the bowl has a very provocative message on it. If you click through the photos and scroll
lick
down, a
my
little bit.
bowls. It says,
Yes,
right?
it says "lick my bowls,"
Oh.
which is,
Oh.
I guess, a clever pun, but not very appetizing while you're eating a succulent fruit-based meal.
Oh.
Yeah, these don't look good. Actually, I don't know.
No.
The presentation is not. This is all right. This is basically what I have to
Succulent
do.
Chinese meal.
You know, part of the problem, to be fair, that looks hard. It looks like soup. I feel
that
like part of
looks
the problem
brutal.
may be that these are people just using it's their photography, maybe mucking it up.
Well,
too.
this is now pro photography.
Okay.
This is not. This is just a person. Yeah. This is just a cell phone.
But that
shot.
one looked better.
That looks all right. Yeah, with honey. All right. Ugh, this logo so stupid.
Awful. That's bad font too. Any other good?
a
Here's
lot of
negative.
Not a
reviews.
pleasant experience. We were on a little road trip and kids wanted something healthy to eat. They love acai, so we went here. Not a fan of the propaganda on the walls, but we were already in, so the kids each ordered a bowl.
There you go.
There goes your thoughts. 5% surcharge for using a credit card. They try to say no, you get a discount for using cash. Maybe they're money launderers.
Oh,
I know you don't pay
shit.
a 5% fee to the credit card companies. You're just grifting. It's like closer to 2%, 3%. But the underside of the lid, oh my God, lick my bowls. Not the experience I want my 12-year-old to have. Real classy. And the bowl names, George Washington, James Madison, John Adams. Pretty sure they throw up in their mouths with their names being used for extreme right-wing propaganda, treason,
slaves, bro.
and hate.
Well,
What?
John Adams didn't, but yeah, I mean, come on.
Treason. Oh, and the bowls. Kids ate half, threw the rest away. Said the food had a fake taste to it. Workers should be more knowledgeable about what they're selling and what's on the menu. The vibe in the store just felt whack. Acai base lacked flavor, and it's a bit watered down on texture and taste. Drinks are tasteless. Dog cookies had mold on it the next day.
Gross. What are those Simpson stickers?
Oh, wow.
Robbie
no,
ordering
I don't
these?
think. No. No. Okay, this person had a good review. I guess that's peanut butter. Ugh, all right, that's it.
But
one
we still
more.
haven't seen. We've seen a good review.
Oh,
We've
we've
seen
seen
a bad
There's a lot
review.
of bad reviews here.
But
Look at
what we
that.
haven't seen yet is someone who's enthusiastic about the propaganda being there, and it's a good thing.
Well, let me start off by saying I love what this company stands for.
Wow.
However, they have a ton of work to do to be successful. Number one, know your ingredients. The lady at the front told my daughter that the banana protein bites had no chocolate in them, but they clearly did. Not good when you're allergic to chocolate. We brought them back and was told again they had no chocolate. I then proceeded to pull out a large chunk of chocolate. The lady asked the girl in the back, and neither of them could give me a straight answer. Unacceptable. My mango bowl came completely melted. It was so gross I had to throw it away. The 5% upcharge for using an ATM or credit card is a joke. The place needs a good cleaning. We will unfortunately not be back. We had high hopes for this place. I love that she's like a MAGA Karen, and it's like, no, this place isn't good enough for me.
I love that her location is Caca. What is CACA?
You're gonna
California,
find out in a few
California,
minutes when
probably.
I'm done chugging this solution. She's a very attractive woman, though. Did you see that thumbnail? Hubba
yeah.
hubba.
She's a Fox News anchor, probably.
Yep.
She's got that look.
Heather Thomas.
Hmm.
Oh, it's the second person that said it's dirty now.
Yeah, it took almost 25 minutes to get my 3 bowls. Oh, walked in, was thrown off how dirty the place was. Girl who took my order seemed confused about the different options. The bowl was not frozen, had a weird taste. I ended up with food poisoning.
Oh, no.
And throwing up all night long when I reached out to let them know I was called a liar. We will not be back. Awesome.
It was fake news.
Sid,
Your
there's an
food
option
poisoning is
there.
fake news.
There's an option there to say what you just said. Oh no. There's an oh no button. You see that? Look. Oh no.
Click it, Rob. Do it.
No.
Oh, here's the one that's anti-Trump.
I had a friend go here. One of the employees did not like her asking questions, so he grabbed her by the and forced her to leave. Disgusting
that's a
humans
joke.
are the only people who support a rapist and make him their mascot.
You really think someone grabbed her by the pussy? I mean, come on. The person is doing comedy.
Yeah, that's you almost had me, and then
Yeah.
you took it. You got a little too cute with that one.
Yeah, you got to know how to rein it in comedy.
extremely happy we didn't listen to the reviews this place had. We saw what this place represents, and we stand by them 100%, which was so awesome to see. Everyone has the right to freedom of speech, and it's crazy to see that some people were appalled by the artwork on the wall, but yet you don't have to go here. You can go to any other acai place. Whoever said this place is bland is wrong. It was so good. This sounds like one of the owner's nephews wrote this review.
Yes.
Everything was fresh, and the amount you get for what you pay makes sense. It's healthy. You pay 10 something for a fast food meal. What's the difference for something that's actually healthy? The worker was friendly. We talked to the owner, who was just as friendly. I'm choking here. Oh my God.
Did you have a Trump acai bowl? Is that why you're choking?
He licked his bowls.
Oh. That may be it. Have the mango and all that, but don't lick the bowls.
Yeah, no. You've got E. coli.
Oh, man, here's a great one. I don't know what's worse, the service or the quality of the acai bowl. Just pour all the way around. This is not what America stands for. Well, actually.
Shitty food.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Susan.
Fun stuff. For
sure.
I saw this on TikTok as well. Oh, well, yes, I saw this on TikTok where I want to murder these people. It's a hot new trend here of cutting out the soles in your shoes so that you walk on the ground with your feet, with your bare feet.
But then why do you have shoes at all at that point?
So that you can go into stores and they don't kick you out for not having shoes on.
I've removed the bottoms of all of our shoes. We decided to start walking barefoot, and one of our followers had a great idea. Since some businesses don't want us being completely barefoot, if we cut off the bottom of our shoes, it'll allow us to be barefoot but blend in with everyone else. This is a huge commitment, but we were willing to make it. These are our favorite shoes.
Why?
Our shoe collection is worth more than $20,000.
What?
This is a sacrifice we're willing to take because walking barefoot means
Who has
the world to us.
$20,000?
Why does it
Walking
mean the
barefoot
Why
all
does it
the
mean
time.
the world
Now
to
our
you?
shoes are worth more than money could ever be.
Well,
I've
I
read
guess
this.
the
We got to work
idea
and started-
is that, it's better for you to be...
Until you step on a fucking rusty nail or broken glass.
Exactly. Like, the thing is, I don't think
dog
they
shit.
mean on concrete. I think they mean on, like, grass and dirt.
You still have to
No,
get
Rob,
from point A
you're
to
wrong.
B through some concrete.
I've looked into this extensively. There is a barefoot movement that says you should walk barefoot on all surfaces. I don't know who these people are, but that is a thing that exists.
I see.
I went down a rabbit hole once, and they walk on, and they have answers to all the things you just raised, the two of you. That be careful of nails, be careful of dog shit.
Oh.
Be mindful of it. Don't walk absent-mindedly. If you're going to commit to that, you got to be aware you're walking in a society that is made for shoes, and you have to be extra careful. I don't support this, by the way. I'm just saying what I've read.
Yeah, of course.
Started removing the bottoms. We weren't sure if this was going to be easy or hard, and it ended up being pretty easy. We made little shelves where our toes are and our heels are. We made a little lip on the bottom of the shoe where our toenails will go so they can latch on, so we'll actually be able to hold on to the shoe while trying to stick out the bottom. And we did the same thing for our heels. The experience of cutting off the bottoms of our shoes was very freeing and detoxifying, just like walking barefoot. So after we cut the bottoms off, we decided to try it out. So we went to our favorite store, Sephora, and as you know, they don't really like us in here without shoes.
Wait,
Perfect.
Sephora is his favorite store too?
Yeah, I guess.
That
says a lot about
It's
this
one of
couple.
their things that they enjoy doing. Sephora
It's because they have very soft floors, Sid.
They have a male section at Sephora. It's not
I
just for
guess
women.
these people don't have
Some people
jobs
might.
because they have so much time to just sit around and slice off the bottoms of $20,000
Yeah, this is
worth
their
of shoes.
job. Yeah,
By
this
the
is their
way,
job.
so if you really need to go into a store and they don't allow you to walk in barefoot, why don't you just, instead of wasting $20,000, why don't you just get one pair of shoes that when you know you're going to a store, put those shoes on your feet to go in the store? Why
Or
do you
just
need,
order it online.
Yeah.
Or it's like a pair of Crocs, even.
yeah? Why do you need all your shoes to be
Like a
fucking
slip, a
modified?
slide.
And why do you need shoes? By the way,
Yeah.
if you're walking barefoot.
Well, yeah. Well, Rob said because they want to trick the people in these stores into letting them in.
No, I get that, but like at that point, when you've decided to buy into this like barefoot-ism or whatever, why are you still keeping your shoes other than just for utilitarian purposes to get into, into stores?
So what you're saying is why not just have two pairs of shoes? Why
Yes,
have-
you
Well,
don't need a
so you're saying they should
$20,000.
get rid of the shoes and just throw them out?
I'll give him,
Yeah.
do something useful with him. Giving to homeless people or something. Why do you need your
Yeah.
house to be filled with shoes?
Because they still want to look like rich pieces of shit.
So what you're saying is just because you're foot conscious doesn't mean you're morally conscious.
Well, no, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, they want the experience of being like unhoused, but still looking like they own a mansion.
Yes.
So, like, I want to be a disgusting barefoot person, but I don't want you to think of me that way. I still want you to think that I'm better than you. So I'm going to keep my expensive shoes. I'm just going to deface them because that's how rich I am, that I can afford to do that and not care.
And they have time to make TikTok videos.
Detestable. These are the worst people.
They're like
worse than the Runzel.
Hello, good
What does
liar.
Kelvin Von Erich think of this is the question.
You walking on the floor. What if you step in the nail? You're going to get infected. You're stupid motherfucker. Rob, did you get a little cringe or a twinge of agony when she said cutting out the bottoms? Imagine a world without bottoms, like the leftovers. Everyone, the bottoms.
Toy.
Just all tops walking around with crestfallen faces.
Just playing sword fight.
Means one thing: some tops have to start bottoming.
Yeah, take one for the team, literally.
It's the survival of the fittest.
Who will be the ultimate top?
Sounds like a game show.
Yeah.
The experience was absolutely perfect.
Look,
the
oh my God, the foot is just falling out of the shoe.
Now, we haven't explored even the other obvious thing to me, which is, aren't you being unethical to Sephora? Like, they don't want your grimy ass feet walk. There's a reason they have a shoe rule, and you're breaking it, you're flouting it.
Yeah.
With your dirty ass gangrene feet.
Well, would it be? Are the soles of their feet any dirtier than the soles of a shoe?
Yeah, I think it's not dirtier, but it's like human contact on the floor that they don't want. There's a reason why they don't want. They want the shoe.
I guess if there's like a cut on the shoe on the foot,
it's human
which I think
In
would
their
be
minds?
more likely if they're barefoot, walking around barefoot. They
Sure.
could be bleeding on the floors. I agree, that is disgusting.
And it could be bacteria they're spreading too. Like your shoes are hygienic. They repel that stuff.
But in their minds, I bet they think they're actually doing a favor for the employees of the Sephora. In that, like, if I just came in barefoot, you would have to come up to me and ask me to leave or to put on some shoes. But you look at me and you see that I'm better than you. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself in that awkward, uncomfortable position. So I'm going to it's like putting a paper bag on the beer so you could drink it outside. I'm going to do that for you so you don't have to come and have an awkward encounter with me when you know I'm your superior and you don't want to go through that. So you're welcome.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah. Oh, the worst.
Absolutely perfect. The workers came up to us. They talked to us. They even complimented our shoes. I definitely recommend this if you're trying to go incognito barefoot. It's the perfect way to get all the benefits of going barefoot.
Oh,
Also
you just
have
handed
no
her
one
the
know.
shopping bag with his toes. Oh my God. Drone strike these people. Wherever they are.
Tony Atlas is jerking off to that video.
Oh my God. He's applying for a job at Sephora as we speak.
You know that thing on YouTube, most replayed? The part where he picks up that bag with his foot.
Oh
That's the most replayed.
Fucking gross. Where did you find this, Rob? Come on, man. Where do you find this shit?
Tell the truth.
Twitter. It was just on Twitter.
Oh.
It was very viral for a few days. Also viral is this unfortunate rap by Ben Shapiro.
Oh no.
Well, he's like the guest featured rapper on another rapper's song, right?
Yeah, I think. Tom McDonald. I'm sure we made fun of this Tom McDonald guy previously. I'm sure he had like another shitty MAGA song that we laughed about here. Also, I want to point out that Benny Shaps is wearing a hoodie. It's like the old Dare logo, but it says facts. And The subtitle is "Don't Care About Your Feelings," even though,
Oh boy.
actually, Ben, you've been really in your feelings lately about trans people and not really paying attention to the facts. So, anywho, I did want to mock this, do a little listen along, if you could indulge me.
There's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it.
I guess the one positive thing I could say about this is it's like, look at how far technology has advanced where anybody can make a rap song and make a capable looking rap video. Like, and I could say that's a positive.
But this is not like anyone can make a rap song, but not anyone can make a good one.
Yeah.
Technology's not helping
Exactly.
that.
I agree with you there.
Where the American flag
Anyone
says.
could really
Remember
make
when
anything.
people would hang those. They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your
I
sons.
can't say. I'm going to fast forward to the Ben Shapiro part, but I just want to point out that Zach comments, Tom is Canadian. He gets a lot of heat for speaking on American values. Shut up and stay Canadian. Who are you? And Snowberry Salad says, "Fuck Tom McDonald," and Snowberry Salad has to get out of here. Let's see this. Let's see the Ben Shapiro rap. I guess it's here.
So is Tom McDonald only a rapper, or is he like a pundit who happens to have done a rap video?
I think he's just a rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was praying to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police.
I just laughed at Ben Shapiro's face.
Again, did you hear what he just said? You defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. No one anywhere defunded police. That never actually happened. People asked for it and then it didn't happen.
Right.
People need to stop saying that shit like it actually happened anywhere. It
The
didn't.
New York
Maybe
City
one
police.
town in Minneapolis.
Yeah, they're funded
Something?
more than some countries.
Yes, still. It never happened in any way.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'm willing to take the risk.
The equivalent of defunding that actually happened was like, we increased your budget by 20% this year instead of by 30%.
Right. Poor baby.
That's not really defunding. That's just extra funding, but less extra funding.
Somebody posted something online of, like on Twitter, I guess, a video of just like 47 cops standing in the Union Square train station, like just standing around,
Just
looking at their phones, playing fucking video games or whatever the fuck they're doing, just doing nothing. And I see this everywhere. I see just cops just standing around doing nothing. And then they go like, we need this, keep having like these budget raises and stuff. Like, what is this money going to? It's the biggest scam possible.
Yep.
Man, I'm the man who don't respect. Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic.
Oh my God. Oh my God. First of all, this is so
Take that,
auto-tuned.
Libs. He owned Lizzo. Take that, Libs.
He's not even putting.
Don't be a whack. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet.
This is like the Weird Al rap, but not comical. Like, it's funny, but not comical.
I don't know that
My
it's.
comment section all
Oh,
woke
don't
Karens.
be
And I
saying
make
Weird
racks
Al.
off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki takes
Wasn't that
it
whole
out.
previous
I
thing
just did this
just
for
like shitting on black people too? Like you're
Yeah, and like saying rap isn't music.
fun? All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1. This ain't rap. This ain't money.
Oh, brutal.
Did that work?
I like
Is
how
this
he
Billboard #1?
It's not a Billboard #1. It's an iTunes #1. But
Ugh.
what does that really mean?
that's iTunes is the thing that all the old people who like this have still.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Ben Shapiro's not even into. He looks so embarrassed doing this.
It's funny to me that he's wearing his hood in this so that his yarmulke doesn't show.
Oh, well, so it doesn't fall
Trying
off
to,
when he
hide
starts
his
dancing.
Yeah.
That's a good point too.
What's yeah, he's
Do you-
doing all those heavy like gang signs. Yeah, his yarmulke will fall off.
Do you think he wrote the lyrics, or did this Tom McDonald guy write them for him?
Tom McDonald absolutely wrote them for him,
100%.
I think.
It's in his same cadence and all that.
Yeah.
And also, you notice they had to like do a lot of copying and pasting of those the lyrics because he clearly can't say them in any kind of rhythm
no, for sure.
whatsoever.
They made a robotic person sound even more robotic.
Facts don't care about your feelings. These two. They look like they're ordering a Trump acai bowl.
Oh my God, you know they're going to go there. You're going to go on tour and only route it to towns that have one of those Freedom Bowl shops. Stop there for a pre-show meal.
A succulent Chinese meal.
A succulent Chinese meal.
Such a little twerp. I mean, he's like, there's just how do you let's leave aside for a moment the things he's saying. How do you just listen to him talk and look at his visage and not crack up laughing, even if you agree with him?
Yeah, it's
if that guy was on my side, if that guy was saying, like we need Medicare for all, I'd be like, can you like delegate that to someone else? Like get off camera.
Yeah, or
what
present
I mean?
it in a more acceptable way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to be rapping. Stop it.
Right.
It's like there's a million people online saying the same shit he says. Like you don't have to. You could just skip him and go to the other ones. It's fine.
But they love him. He's very popular. I remember in the 2000s, like when Bush was around. Bush was president, junior, and he was like 17, and he had a blog. He was like a blogging phenomenon. I remember this very well because I used to read a lot of like liberal blogs. It was before I kind of moved more left. And I would read all these blogs that would shit on George Bush, and they would always dunk on Ben Shapiro, like being a loser and stuff. And he was like he would always defend George Bush and the Iraq War and all that. And I was like, and then he disappeared for a while. I guess he still did his stupid blog.
Went to college, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, but he blew up like 10 years ago, and I was like, oh my God, that's that same little fucking twerp from like 2005 or whatever.
You saw him when he was a minor leaguer, and now he's an all-star in the pros, in the major leagues.
Followed his career of fascism all the way up.
You had his rookie card.
I guess it just shows if Ben Shapiro can do it, literally anyone can do it.
Badly.
Yeah, it's a low bar.
I mean, a lot of people do it badly, even without it being a Republican. I mean, lots of people earnestly try to do rap careers and suck at it.
Yeah.
So we knew that already. I mean, how many times have you been in Times Square and some guy just hands you his shitty CD,
But those guys could be great. I don't know. I never listened to the CD.
I usually, if I'm bored or something, I would put it on, but not recently. But they don't hand out CDs anymore. It's like, they hand out, like
QR codes or
no. Well, yeah, I've seen that too, but they hand out, like, MP3s on a file. The fucking, why am I blanking?
Thumb drive?
Yeah, thumb drive. Why didn't that leave my brain? That's frightening. I was trying to say Fire Stick. That's not correct. They hand out thumb drives is what I was trying to say.
Kitty. Got a little kitty in the shot.
It's
little pussy. Little pussy.
Darren, I'm amazed you haven't had to run for the bathroom yet.
It's like stirring, but it's not nowhere. I told you this happened to me last time. It took like at least 90 minutes to 2 hours.
But I bet if you just walked over there right now and sat down, there would be a torrent if you just forced a little bit. But it's just not quite in emergency level.
Why are you trying to get him to break the seal?
I want it to happen during the show.
I'm being honest with you. I don't think that's the case. I know my body. Like, I know if I push, I know when I'm sitting somewhere, and if I pushed, something would come out. I don't feel like that right now.
Okay.
I feel like I'd have to push really hard to get something out right now.
And that might just exacerbate.
Yeah. But that said, I do feel it. I feel the bowels starting to stir, though.
It's coming. Like Alex Jones, it's coming.
There, I'm coming. What was he talking about? I can't. That came to mind the other day too, and I don't remember.
Was it anything? It was just pushing back on the haters, I guess.
I'm coming.
You can't hold him back. He's coming.
Yeah, but it was. I remember there was some specific issue he was talking about. I can't remember now.
Was it pee-pee and sex?
Pee-pee.
Someone talking about sex and pee-pee.
You talk about sex, talk about pee-pee.
Pee-pee.
Just vulgarity.
That was Eric Andre, right? That showed up to one of his like rallies at like a convention and
pressed his speech.
I think it was at South by Southwest, maybe.
Was it?
You want to hear the whole 3 minutes?
Let's hear it.
We don't have to play the whole thing, but
Brother,
more
you're
Alex.
Thanks so much. Your dad's awesome. Hey, let's bring the Daily Show guy up here. Just bring the agitator on in here. We'll just come on, bring him on in here.
I didn't realize he was on the page.
He was not.
Hold on. Not a start a fight, guys. Hey, man, how you doing? What's your name?
Hey, they keep pushing me, but I just wanted to sign up for the open.
No, the Democrats are never violent, like the Black Lives Matter events and attacking the Trump people.
I'm not a Democrat either. I'm a nihilist.
I know. But the Daily Show's not a Pentagon weapon program.
I'm not on the Daily Show. I'm on MySpace.
Okay, well, that's good. But listen, I mean, you seem like you're upset.
I want you to have sex with my wife.
So just trying to be shocking.
No, not at all.
Try to be shocking.
Hey, here's my hotel key. I want you to have sex with my wife.
Sir, I know you're trying to be shocking right now.
I'm super into Trump. I'm Trump all day, baby. Right? Trump, baby.
All right. Now, you have been up here at the front of the deal, kind of bumping into folks.
Why does my pee-pee come out yellow?
Oh, now I know why folks want to matter. This is an agitator who doesn't want to actually even have speech. He wants to shut down our speech. That's his job. No.
Alex Jones called him on stage and is now accusing him of trying to shut down Alex's speech. It doesn't make any sense. It's so...
Talk about sex. Talk about pee-pee.
When you're on stage with Eric Andre and you're the weird one, that's
it's interesting because I have to say, like, of the few clips that I've seen of him now, he seems way more subdued than he was in that.
Well, he's been humbled a little bit.
I noticed this because he's rebranding for sure. I mean, I watched him. This debate. It was like the dumbest debate in history, but it was like they got two liberal guys, and then they got Glenn Greenwald, who's like a legitimate journalist, to be the right representative, which is not. He's not.
Who organized
it was whoever organized this event.
Some
nobody. I have no idea who it was. And then one of them was and then Destiny was there, the YouTuber, and Alex Jones was the fourth person. And he was still a lunatic, but in his speech patterns, but he was not doing the the frogs are gay, and he wasn't doing any of the mind control stuff. It was more like political.
Well, I guess he knows his audience, so this was to a broader audience, so he probably had to like tone his shit down a little bit to not just be laughed at. I
saw a clip of him. I don't know if he even has a show now, but there was a clip recently of him just doing it, and it's just not. It's the same shtick, but it's not as extreme. I think he pulled it back slightly from the abyss consciously.
Yeah, I guess the lawyers and the accountants got a hold of him, like, dude.
Yes.
Well, you can't get sued again. You won't survive it.
So you do want me to talk about PP? Okay.
So what was this debate? What were the issues that were being debated?
It was solely about January 6th.
Oh my God.
It was about, I can't remember how they framed the question, but it was like, was January 6th important or a democracy changing event, or was it just a riot or a bit among like dummies? And that's what basically, but really there was two guys on one side, and then it was like Glenn Greenwald just kind of saying, no, it was a bullshit event, and it's just a bunch of idiots. And then they had some other politician there too. I forgot, a fifth guy who was saying, no, it was actually good. And it was just Alex Jones screaming.
Oh my God.
It was the most. You should. It's really long. Don't watch the whole thing, but watch 10 minutes of it.
It's one. How is it really long if it's only one issue?
Because they scream at each other.
Jesus
Christ.
Was
I
this
believe
like
the Krasensteins are the other. Were the
Kras,
other
right?
liberals.
Thank you. And so the Krasensteins, Destiny, Glenn Greenwald, Alex Jones, and some Republican lawmaker. But it's just all, and it's Alex Jones talks the least because he's so not well. Because they all start citing sources and things like it's nominally.
He was
like,
there, man. He
scholarly.
was on the ground.
Yeah. It's like nominally scholarly, like it's not, but it's in the guise of
Oh
being
my
scholarly, and he's so out of his element that he does his little shtick, but it falls flat. They all ignore him. So he talks the least out of anybody. It's the funniest thing to watch.
Well, the least funniest thing to watch
Rob Schneider
is,
movie.
is the Rob Schneider movie, Big Stand, but we watched it on our Patreon, patreon.com/RIPLivecast. $5 gets you access to all of our bonus episodes. It's like 200 episodes now, something like that, a little more. And Rob Schneider, Big Stand. And we just posted a brand new episode, a really fun episode in both audio and video, where we roast the hell out of Mike Francesa and Chris Russo. Thanks to a bunch of clips that Livecast superfan Eric provided for us.
Not Eric.
So Eric, not Andre, correct.
Eric Bischoff?
There were, in fact, 2 great Mike Francesa bonus episodes you can get in the Patreon. And Patreon recently has this new functionality called Collections, which is kind of like a playlist, essentially. So if you're looking for fast access to all the different types of episodes, you could see all of our Hall of Fame episodes in one little playlist or a collection. All of our roundtable discussions where we watch a movie beforehand and we all get together to talk about it. That's a collection. Our watch-alongs, including the Big Stan watch-along, some of our listen-alongs where we listen to a few Metallica albums, Megadeth, Guns N' Roses, and hypotheticals where we play the Chuck Klosterman party game, asking some random questions leading to fun conversations that we have. So you can check that all out in our Patreon, patreon.com/RIPLivecast. Jander in the chat says, I need help finding old episodes. If you can find me the episodes where the Israeli text-to-speech and Richard Stabone calls in, I would appreciate it. I don't even remember this. Or the Israeli text-to-speech.
Jander, who is Richard Stabone? I remember Boner Stabone was a character on Growing Pains, right? Is that?
His name was Sylvester Stabone. That was the joke.
Was it?
His they called him Boner, but it was like Cosmo Kramer. They finally found out his first name, and it was Sylvester.
And that actor's dead now, right? Wasn't there
know.
like he was missing and then they found him dead? Like,
I did not know that.
hold on. Let me look this up.
Sylvester. I thought that was so funny as a kid.
Found dead in Canada. Joshua Andrew Koenig.
Oh no.
Passed away.
How'd he die?
It was last seen in Vancouver in 2010. Missed a scheduled flight home, which was last day he used his cell phone. On February 25th, a group of friends and family found him dead in a park. He had apparently hung himself.
Oh.
Sad. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't need to know that.
So if that's who called into our show, then it was probably in an episode before 2010 because he was dead after that. So that's a clue for you.
Speaking of people that are dead, R.I.P. Carl Weathers.
Oh yes, that's
Did
that.
not know this.
That and Wayne Kramer are today's RIPs. Wayne Kramer from the MC5 also passed away today.
Very sad. I didn't know that. Yeah, Carl Weathers. That's a bummer.
Somehow in my mind, I thought he was already dead.
Maybe because he died in Rocky IV.
Did he die in
Predator? Actually,
Yeah,
yes. Oh, he gets everyone dies except Arnold and the woman in Predator.
Does he die in Happy Gilmore?
No.
Does he get eaten by the alligator or the crocodile or whatever?
He gets like mauled. He has his fucked up like prosthetic hands or whatever. But
he dies in quite a few movies, so yeah, that's probably why I was confused.
He's just always dying. He doesn't die in Action Jackson, though. We should do not a watch along, but a reaction panel to that. You ever see Action Jackson?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, dude! It's the
I get it mixed up with Passenger 57 all the time.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But no, Action Jackson is maybe the craziest action movie that has ever. It's just the guy, Craig T. Nelson from Coach, playing the most evil piece of shit villain you've ever. Just insane insanity happens throughout this entire movie.
Okay.
I watched it again to think, like, did I imagine this being crazy as a child? No, it's that crazy. It was actually
that crazy.
Yep.
Let's talk about our Spotify picks. Every week, we each pick a song, throw it on our Spotify playlist called the RIPL Livecast Music Break. You can check it out. It's over 620 songs, 41 plus hours. And my song this week is the new song from Justice. I'm so excited that Justice is back with a new album. Longtime listeners might know that I've been into them for a while. One of my old roommates got me into them. They're
the one who did French our remix?
House duo. Yes, in fact. The person in charge of the 9/11 house remix. Really, really good. So far, there's 2 tracks, and I'm very excited for this new album. Unlike Chromeo, they have never let me down. Also, they haven't been as prolific. But this new stuff sounds very good. Sid, what was
Taylor
your pick?
Jade in the chat, by the way, says that she had a dream about you, Rob. I'd like to hear more about this dream.
Oh, yes, we'd like to know. Taylor, what was your dream about?
By the way, that means another chug, Darren.
And so, Sid, what's your playlist pick while we wait for her to type out?
I realized somehow that none of us have ever put the Misfits on the playlist.
Oh.
And I also realized that somehow I have never put New Jersey punk rock band The Bouncing Souls on the playlist. So I remedied both of these things by picking the Bouncing Souls cover of the Misfits' Mommy Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight from the Violent World Misfits tribute album that came out, I guess, in the late 90s. That is great. Has a lot of really good bands on it. Pennywise and Snapcase, Bouncing Souls, a bunch of bands. And so that is my pick. Durinsky.
My song is called Caveman Head by the great band The Eurythmics.
Rob, you ever get Caveman Head?
They ever fuck the actor from the Geico commercials?
Cannot say that I have.
But this is from their first album, which is decidedly more rock, I would say.
Nice.
Than what they're used to, which is what you're used to with the Eurythmics, which is synth pop and very beautiful vocals, which is still good. But this has got a more of an edge to it. Slightly fast song, this one, and very sexually charged song.
Ooh.
Also.
So it is.
The words
is it about the head?
No, the words Caveman Head do not appear in the lyrics anywhere. It's like a System of a Down song. They just named it.
All right.
But it's definitely sexually charged lyrics, though.
Nice.
If you check it out, you'll see. Very good song. Big fan of the Eurythmics.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing I said with Billy Joel last week. They really veered away from material that I like somewhere around like the late 80s. But the 80s stuff is fantastic. And then it just kind of became more like, I don't know, pop, and like it was always pop, but generic pop and like more torch songy and kind of just bleh. And I would go back and listen to new things that they put out, but that Annie Lennox put out also solo, but it just never like really moved me. But I love the 80s stuff. What were you gonna ask me?
Speaking of Billy Joel, did you hear his new song that came out this week?
I did not.
It's like his first release in like 15 years or something like that.
I saw that it came out, but I didn't listen.
It sounds like your typical like sad Billy Joel ballad. It's not bad.
Is he putting a whole album out?
I assume probably. I don't know for sure, but
I believe so. Yes.
I don't see why not.
Okay. Is it so the album's made already, and that's like the single from the album?
I'm not sure. As far as I know, there's the song, but why wouldn't he have an album? Like, what else is he fucking doing?
Well, does he have a supermodel to get over and breaking up with?
I mean, that was a little while ago. I think I would hope.
Maybe there's some new supermodel. Yeah, maybe that's what inspired
somebody
him.
in rehab.
That's when he put out his best music, when he was
Fair.
Over that.
And we also this week we have another patron playlist pick. We have one from Jander. He picked the song "Sacred Destruction" by Oldest C. Rob, are you familiar with this?
No.
No, this is new to
Oldest SEAC?
you. Yes. And he describes it as a funeral doom duo with dark folk elements and what reminds me of Ethereal Wave. If Shape of Despair and Lycia had a little doom baby. I don't know what most of those words mean, but perhaps some of our listeners do.
Well,
Well,
I definitely listen to everything that goes on that list, so I will listen to it.
And Rob, I think Taylor Jade has explained her dream about you if you want to.
Let's see. I was in San Fran moving. I was in San Fran leaving the Dodgers and Giants game. You saw me in the parking lot and wanted to smoke a blunt with me. Then we serenaded the other fans to come
to some Albie Shore.
See. I see.
Damn. All right. That
sounds like an awesome dream.
I hope she's making that up because what a sad thing to spend your dreams on. But sure.
How dare you?
I dare, Rob.
How dare you?
I dare.
What's the sad thing, that she's hanging out with Rob in general, or like the things that
we're listening to Albie Shore?
Well, you're singing it. You're doing fucking karaoke in the parking lot of a baseball stadium.
You don't want to hear me singing Albie Shore?
No, I don't. I said it. I'm
fine.
Yeah.
We should get to the Patreon names because I feel the rumbling is coming.
Oh shit!
Stretch
it out, vamp, motherfucker.
Don't do that. That's cruel.
I want to see it happen. I want the show.
You're not going to see it happen regardless. I'm going to go in the other room.
All right. Well, we have our top Livecast fans. If you want to be a top Livecast fan, it's in our Patreon. It's the $10 tier. You get all the benefits of the $5 tier, plus a little shout out at the end of the show. Darren, do you want to do it and with a recommendation on what medical treatment they should check out?
I think you should do it because I may have to abandon it in the middle.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, Eric, you should probably hit that dermatologist and make sure there's no skin cancer problems. You never know. It never hurts to have a checkup. Benjamin, feels like you're due for a teeth cleaning. Hit up your dentist. Maybe get a deep teeth clean. Those are really nice. Dan R, what's going on with your colon, buddy? How old are you?
Is that the message you send people on Grindr? That's like their sup.
Oh, I know what's wrong with there.
I'm interrupting.
Mindy Mayer's Kippa. It's very clear you have acid reflux. I would suggest just like some Tums, or maybe if it's really bad, a little Pepsid AC. Shasussits. You're a little too wired. You're a little too much caffeine. Cut out the Dunkin' Donuts. Not too much. Hugo likes tacos. It sounds like you need a little more fiber in your diet to counteract all those tacos. You know what I'm saying? Lando Danks. Maybe some lucinages, a little Ludens or a Ricola for
lozenges. You say lucinagens?
I always say.
Rob, you may need to see a stroke doctor.
I don't think I've ever said that word out loud.
Wow.
So,
Joe Biden.
There we go. There we go, folks.
There's still way more people.
Yeah.
I'm not done. LaCroix. Maybe get a little. Maybe hit a gastroenterologist.
Gastroenterologist.
Yeah, that guy. Hit him up.
Are we gonna read the whole dictionary?
Corey and Scotty H. Sounds like you just need your physical. Aaron, you're fine. Douglas, who are you, Levison? I think you also need a colonoscopy. I feel like that should be a priority for you. And Jander, maybe get a little blood work, see how your blood sugar is. You don't want to be pre-diabetic or anything. And Spaghetti Susan, definitely you need Tums after all that spaghetti.
Yeah.
Thank you for hopping on the list, Spaghetti Susan. And thank all of our listeners for listening. And hopefully, Darren, you make it to the toilet.
Yeah,
here's one last comment from El Duderino to give you get you going, dyslexic Rabba. We'll be back next Saturday. Hopefully you can join us. Until then, we love you. We kiss you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.